Did you ever stop to wonder why Kingdom of Saudi Arabia keeps pouring billions, B as in boy, into Pakistan? What are they getting in return? Well, that question has haunted me for a long time. So I did some research and I found some interesting results from that. I still think that there are some dots not connected, and I'm going to try and connect those dots at the end of this monologue. So stay till the end. And also, I'm going to share with you an infographic, pretty compelling, and it's also going to explain to you what happened in that finger-wagging incident of Imran Khan at the King of Saudi Arabia. What happened there? And again, there are, in between the lines reads there, and I'm going to tell you all that too. So please like this video, and if you have not already subscribed to our channel, do subscribe to our channel. I hope you like our new format. We're trying to make it more engaging, interesting. Who was Parashurama, who led a life of devotion, dedication, and daring? Why did he take birth on the earth? Was it to eradicate corrupt Kshatriya rulers who had become tyrannical and oppressive, or was it to bestow daya for the needy? So, the Saudi-Paki connection, investments, returns, diplomatic fallout. Did Pakistan ever pay any money back to Saudi Arabia? That also we're going to cover. So, first of all, big question is, why invest so much money? Saudi Arabia so far poured billions into Pakistan. In 2019 alone, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, pledged a record 20 billion in investment deals. 20 billion. Now, why? Two reasons. Strategic stability. Pakistan is a nuclear-armed neighbor to Iran. Investing ensures Pakistan remains an ally, preventing it from drifting towards Tehran's sphere of influence. I don't buy that, because Tehran itself has been under sanctions for close to 46 years, 46, 47 years. And they really don't have the heft to go and manage their neighbors. Look at Iraq. How much of an influence are they doing? Yeah, some religious influence, but beyond that, they have not, taken on reconstruction of Iraq or anything like that. They're just letting it be. So I don't think that this could be the reason, but anyway, that's what Saudi Arabia thinks. Second reason is, there is a Vision 2030 document. I think I shared this with you, like building the city in NEOM and things like that. So as part of that, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia wants to diversify. What little money it has, it wants to diversify into other things. And in doing so, they have invested a lot of money, not aid, invested a lot of money towards copper gold mines in 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗥𝗚. I think I've also told you about this. 𝗥𝗘𝗥𝗚 mines are containing this. The question is, will the Balochis allow them to do that? That is the bigger question. So let's take a look at the other thing. Security. The nuclear umbrella, while unofficial, it is widely believed Pakistan has provided a security guarantee to the kingdom. And also boots on the ground. We know that close to 25,000 Pakistani troops are there in Saudi Arabia. Now, other thing is workforce. What is the workforce that they have? There are over 2.5 million Pakistanis working in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The benefit, they built the Saudi infrastructure cheaply while sending vital remittances back into Pakistan, about $5 to $6 billion a year, keeping the Pakistani economy afloat. Now let's take a look at the finger-wagging incident. This took place in June 2019. There was an OIC Summit in Mecca, so Saudi Arabia was playing host. And what happened was that, there's a viral video where, Imran walks up to the king and he shakes his hand. Some pleasantries are exchanged, and then they start talking. But instead of addressing the king, he starts looking at the translator and starts talking, and that's where he's doing the finger wagging. It's not like I'm warning you, but much more like, this is what happened. Simple ways in which people use their hands to complete their sentences, if you will. And he does that, and then he's supposed to wait for the king to allow him to be dismissed. What he does instead, he just looks at him, the translator. He should be actually looking at the king. He looks at the translator, says what he has to say, and then turns around and walks back. So this was considered as a slight to the king. And then what happened was that there were stories that he was not called for any other meetings that took place during that OIC summit between Pakistan and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. However, we have information to believe that that is not so, that he did indeed meet. But it was some kind of a mistake. The error being that it was a massive breach of royal protocol. In Saudi culture, turning your back on the monarch before he dismisses you is seen as deeply disrespectful. So the Saudi media did blast Imran Khan for what he did. Rumors swirled that the king cancelled subsequent meetings, although officials denied this. Again, I have looked up the stories. There are equal number of people saying that they did cancel, and the other side saying that no, the meetings did take place. Then what happened? This is where it's very, very interesting. Later on in 2020, things really went south, and this was around Kashmir. Remember August 5th, 2019, India abrogated 370, and almost immediately UAE said that this is an internal matter. That kind of dampened a lot of the 57 Islamic countries who all wanted to, outrage at this, like the way they always do at other countries, not to what happens inside the Islamic countries. So what happened was, in August 2020, Pakistan was frustrated over the OIC's, Organization of Islamic Countries, silence over Kashmir, and Pakistan's foreign minister Qureshi threatened to bypass the Saudi-led OIC and call a separate meeting of Islamic nations. Well, the punishment for that was Saudi Arabia got pissed off. They immediately demanded repayment of a $3 billion loan that they had given. Also, they froze a $3.2 billion deferred oil payment facility. That means you can pay this thing later, that sort of stuff. Then there is also another story where MBS allegedly called back a Saudi jet that Imran Khan and Bajwa had used to go from, I guess, wherever to New York to attend a United Nations meeting. This did happen. All the people say, no, it did not happen. It did happen. What happened was, as always, Imran addressed the General Assembly, again, talked about jihad against India, all that bullshit that every Pakistani PM will put out. Now it's become like that. Then what happened was, on his return flight, suddenly he comes to realize that the plane that was supposedly have to taken back, the Saudi plane that he had come, in fact, if you look at that plane, pretty much 99% of the time, except for his bio brakes, Bajwa was on his side. And both of them got stranded and the plane took off. The reason given was that it had some technical difficulties. Be that as it may, MBS was pissed off, and these two had to return via commercial aircraft back to Pakistan. So that did happen. Now, what has happened is, since 2021, there has been some thaw. Relations have been eventually repaired through high-level military visits, which means Sashtang Dandavat by General Bajwa. By 2024-25, Saudi Arabia resumed major investments such as the 𝗏𝗏𝗡 mine. Now, I don't know how much of this 𝗏𝗏𝗡 investment is because Trump said that, well, we are going to be investing, you should invest too. All kinds of things are happening there, guys. I'm not even going to try and guess what exactly is going on. So that is what it is. We can't really just go on talking about it. Trump, when asked to his face, isn't this a conflict of interest? He said, no, my family has been in business for many years and they are very successful business. He kind of answered it quite effectively. I won't say I'm buying that, but if he was not the president, would they have been doing all these things? For example, under Biden administration, how many new deals did the Trump family get? Simple question, right? Answer that. Anyway, these are all inconvenient questions by not so convenient journalists. This is how it is, but we like to tell you the truth and we want to get you the truth. I hope you enjoyed this small monologue, and please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.